Hi guys, it's my favorite day of the week because I get to hang out with my robot bestie and my Techno squad, where we get to check out all the latest and coolest things happening in tech.
Well, I do think I am the coolest robot around, but I have to admit, the first robots were invented in the 1950s, so we're not exactly new.
It's okay, heck. Today, we'll be talking about lots of new things, from ideas to devices and even methods. I'm talking about innovation. Let's take a look. First up, we head to Tshimologong Precinct to see the innovation come to life. Then we test you in this week's Brainteaser. We meet techpreneur Babusi Nyoni, and we get creative in the tech lab. Have you ever thought what makes someone buy the latest smartphone, or why car manufacturers come out with a new model every year?
The best new products often have great characteristics and features. Humans are always looking for innovation in everything.
Oh, come on, heck. You love it too. We sent the squad to check out Tshimologong Innovation Hub. Let's check it out. Tshimologong Precinct is an amazing hub that brings together and nurtures digital entrepreneurs who can provide solutions to Africa's problems and put our continent on the global stage.
Today we're at Tshimologong. Tshimologong is Setswana, new beginnings. I can't wait to find out more. I'm excited. Let's go.
So welcome to the iClub. This place is called the iClub. It's where entrepreneurs work from. Entrepreneurs are people with businesses. So you have a lot of people who run their businesses from this space. So what Tshimologong does is that it nurtures innovation, particularly digital innovation. And how we do that is that we nurture digital skills. Innovation only works when there's entrepreneurship. So we nurture digital skills that can support digital entrepreneurs. So we use the space for a lot of things, okay? So if you look up there, and you'll go there later on, that is our animation studio. So all the guys up there are creating cartoons. Do you guys like cartoons?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. What's your favorite one?
Teen Titans Girl.
And you?
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. And you?
Miraculous.
Miraculous. But they are creating animations made in South Africa. Isn't that exciting? Yes, because it's all about creating content that is made in Africa for Africans. This is Daniela. Daniela runs the animation studio, so all these cartoons being created here, she helps these young men and young women to create them. Isn't that cool? Say hi, Daniela.
Hi, Daniela.
I'm Daniela Del Costello, and I am an animation trainer. Basically, I facilitate the learning for interns that come into the precinct. I'm also in charge of creating characters, the pre-production side, and then we go on to, as we do short films, then we go on to make, then I teach them while we're making short films. The animation studio is an incubation hub where we seek to bridge the gap between getting a job and artists, or artists getting into studios. And we're looking at what is modern day African aesthetic, something that represents all the cultures and subcultures and all that rich diversity.
The squad got to meet up with actual animators who shared insider secrets on how they bring pictures to life and color our world.
So what we did with our first short film is we started off by creating ideas. So we just brainstormed between each other about what possible story ideas from what we thought about in the past.
When you go to animation studio, we got to see many cartoons. You start from your rough work, and then the highlights, and then the color.
And then we move to color. We just color in the character and yeah.
What I learned about animation was that it's not that easy, but if you really love it and you want to do it, it'll be a little more easier. And it also makes other kids happy to watch something that you created.
Wow, Tshimologong is taking innovation to the next level. It has other projects like geek culture. That is amazing.
Tshimologong is such an amazing space. The squad looked like they had a great time learning about all the innovations. Now our next guest is a true OG innovator. He's a techpreneur whose most recent innovative project is a Vosho app that helps assess Parkinson's disease. Let's welcome Babusi Nyoni. Welcome.
Hi Babusi, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Okay, thanks Amir. I grew up in Zimbabwe and I moved to South Africa in 2012 and I started my career as a designer. So I was really good at drawing in school and I decided to make a career out of my ability to draw and make sense out of visual things. And over time, I slowly moved towards coding because I wanted to create things that existed online. So instead of just drawing, I also wanted to make things that existed on websites and mobile phones. And since then, I've done a lot of things with artificial intelligence, which is a part of technology that looks at the way machines behave like humans. And I'll be excited to share about some of the things I've done in that space with you today.
Kristen, you can go up next.
Since your work has so many things like designs, apps and other cool things, what is your job title?
Well, right now I run a company, so my job title is Chief Executive Officer, but oftentimes I guess I'm an innovation officer. I'm the person that finds solutions to problems, but don't let job titles limit you. So I often just apply myself wherever I need to, and I don't look at job titles as a way to, define what I do. They're just more or less a way for other people to have a sense of what I do.
What does innovation mean?
Innovation is creating solutions that make sense in the context of where the problems are formed. So it's a process of working with what you have or what you know in order to improve, situations or circumstances through means that you have access to. This could be your mind, it could be, access to tools or access to materials, and creating solutions that empower oftentimes not just yourself but other people as well.
Wow, Babusi, thank you so much. You're doing amazing things. We'll have to take a break from our discussion, but we'll catch up with Babusi and the squad later. In today's Brainteaser, we test your ability to think outside the box. The Brainteaser is called Snakes and Ladders. Let's take a look. Thabo and Luvo are playing a Snakes and Ladders game. Thabo is on number 90 and has to move 4 times. At 94 is a snake that moves 23 numbers down. At 95 is a snake that moves 10 numbers down. So, after Thabo moves, at which number will he be? We'll be posting this clip on our Facebook, so be sure to check it out. If you think you have the right answer, then send it to our WhatsApp line, or you can enter on our socials. Remember, only the first correct answer will be accepted as the winner. And you can win an awesome data bundle. So, get to entering! Welcome back to it. You are still hanging out with me, Shanice, and Hack. We're still looking at all things innovation, but here's the thing. Innovation is not only new devices and gadgets, it's also about new ideas and new and improved ways of doing things. Innovative thinking.
Innovation is really all about doing things better and improving the world.
Exactly, Hack. But before we get carried away, let's head back to the squad in Josie.
at Tshimologong Digital Innovation Precinct, where we have met some pretty amazing people. And I think it's time that we joined on the innovating. So let's go.
Mlamuleli is one of the makers using the maker space at Tshimologong, where he puts his creativity and skill into practice.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. So I'm going to show you how this robot of mine works. It's a nice car. You can see it's an electronic car. I made it for myself. So here, I'm going to connect this cable to the motor, to the car, and then I'm going to tell the car what to do using this software that you see there. My name is Mlamuleli. Currently my business, which is Untitled Technology, it's all about Africanism, it's all about Africa, African texture, African art. So I combine African art with technology. It could be anything, but for now I just have the speakers and the wearable tech that I'm currently designing at the moment. So then this outfit here, and it has a battery. Just switch on the light. Then you have a hoodie.
Oh. Did you make that out of the laser cutter?
Yes, it was built out of a laser cutter also. Also recycling MDF boards that we use in the laser cutter to make the spider.
And then you painted it black.
Yes, that's the color. You can paint it the way you want it, orange, yellow. It's up to you.
Can we see the laser cutter, please?
Okay, we can go this way. So if you want to cut something, you use the computer. So I'm gonna cut this round circle, as you can see. Okay. Say KO. I'm gonna send the circle to the laser. So you can see file download success, which means that the circle now is there. So you can come and see the circle. So if you come here, I say file, this is the circle, enter, there's your circle, right? Then you frame it, yeah. And now I'm gonna press the button to do to cut the circle. Awesome, yeah? Okay, so when it's done, I just want to show you something. And now it's done, actually, as you can see.
Wow. Interesting. Wow, that was so cool. Thank you for showing us the laser machine.
Okay, thank you guys. That was awesome. For the young kids, what I would tell them is that they should always explore. They should always find a way to work with what you have and getting to know yourself. You know what makes you happy, and always exploring that and finding solutions in the community, working with communities.
And there you have it, guys. Tshimologong is truly a hub for the future. What was also inspiring was how we got to see other professionals hard at work in their careers. Someday, some of us will take up those careers. What an awesome day it was.
The Tshimologong Precinct is doing some amazing work. From the animation space to the incredibly talented makers and innovators, we've got some amazing talent. And speaking of amazing talent, I think it's time for us to catch up with Babusi and the squad. Welcome back, everyone.
How long did it take you to build the app?
So I've built several apps, and I think the one that's the most popular is the Vosho dance app, which was an app that we created to rate the Vosho dance move. I'm not sure if you kids are familiar with that move. And that took my agency about 1 month. So we typically create things within a short amount of time because we live and breathe technology. We understand technology to a point where it's almost, the expression is second nature for us to create the things that we do. And oftentimes the innovations that come out of our agency are ones that take about a month or two to bring to life.
Kristen?
Why is being innovative important?
I believe being innovative is important because, with the billions of people that exist on our planet, there will always be problems, and problems need solutions. And oftentimes these solutions come from spaces that are new. They come from new ways of thinking, and that new way of thinking is innovation. So without innovation, we wouldn't be able to improve the quality of life. We wouldn't be able to constantly make our existence as humans better. And because of that, I believe it's crucial to the survival of our species and that also of our planet.
And then one more from Amir.
How exactly can I change the world with innovation?
You can change the world by starting where you are. The most important thing that you can do is to create solutions for the people that live around you, the people whose problems you understand, the people who you can, easiest create solutions for. Impact starts small. You can't change the world without changing your community, without changing your neighborhood, and without ultimately changing your habits as a person.
Babusi, thank you so much for joining us. We loved hearing all about your innovations. And to all of you at home, we'd love to hear about your innovations too. So please send us your stories on WhatsApp or Facebook. Now you'll remember that for today's Brainteaser, we asked you to think outside the box. And if you've been battling to solve the clue, let me share the answer. Today's clue said that Thabo and Luvo are playing a snakes and ladders game. Thabo is on number 90 and has to move 4 times. At 94 is a snake that moves down 23 numbers. At 95 is a snake that moves 10 numbers down. So after Thabo moves, at which number will he be? The answer is that Thabo will be at number 71. You see, 94 minus 23 will land you on 71. We hope you've enjoyed today's Brainteaser and that you managed to get it right. Welcome back to your favorite tech hangout. We're still on the innovation buzz and has searched his database to find an amazing innovator. Gift Bakawani from Burgersford has created a digital safety school desk with a comfortable seat, calculator, as well as a fan attached on it.
The desk has a storage where learners can put their books safely during break time, and a weapon sensor to identify any unwanted devices brought to school by learners. If a learner has a weapon, the table reports it to the principal's office and gives the number of the desk, which identifies the learner sitting at the desk. The digital desk also has a small tap of water, a calendar, and sanitizer.
Wow, now that's innovative. Guys, next up we head over to the Tech Lab. What's up, Techno Squad? You might be wondering, what are we doing outside?
Well, I'll tell you, we'll be launching bottle rockets, so for that we'll need a little bit of space.
True that, Robin. And what do we need to make this rocket?
Well, we'll need a 2-liter bottle, some vector control fins, so let's pop that in. So the main reason we have vector control is so that our rocket doesn't move a lot during space flight and for any kind of flight actually.
Cool. Why do we need these anyway?
Well, vector control is really important if you don't want your rocket to move a lot during spaceflight, because that might end up with a bad situation for you.
True. Okay, so let's get the fun started, shall we?
All right, so for that we are going to connect this tube like that. So this is a stopper at the bottom over here, and this is just make sure that the water does not fall out. Then we will connect the other side of the tube to this bicycle pump over here so that we can actually give it a lot of pressure and a lot of air so it can build up and then go. So, did you know that propulsion systems is the most important aspect in aerospace engineering?
I actually didn't, but now I do.
Yes, because how else are you going to get these gigantic rockets off the ground?
True that.
So, propulsion describes how a rocket actually moves upwards. So that is the study of rocket fuels. Some of the ways that we can propel a rocket is using solid mass engines, all right? So that is a solid mass fuel actually. And then sometimes you can use liquid mass as well. But sometimes, like with model rocketry, we just like to mess with the laws of physics sometimes. So what we have here with this is that we will use this bicycle pump to inject air into this chamber so much that the pressure grows, all right? And then the water over here will sort of be under a lot of pressure, and that will force this stopper to sort of violently expel everything within it, and that will launch the rocket or propel it upwards.
Robin, I literally can't wait. Can we get started?
Let's go!
Let's go!
And let's grab our rocket. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that your stopper is nice and secured and you can grab the pump. All right, awesome. So I'll set up a while away from you, okay? Because this is a volatile thing, so we need to make sure that we are safe first and foremost. So I'll just make sure that everything is right over here, and then you can give it a nice big pump, as much as you can. Ready?
Ready.
Let's give it all you got.
Oh, here we go.
Go.
Launch.
Let's give it a building up. Oh! Yay! Well done. High five. Well, there you have it, Techno Squad. Rocket propulsion in a nutshell.
And if you want to find out which rocket we use, then go check out our socials at Techno Squad S3. See you next time. We hope that we've inspired you to put the I back in Innovate and that you'll be rethinking, redesigning and reimagining the world we live in.
And don't forget the details. It's all in the details and it's all about doing things better. So tune in next week to see an even better lineup of tech and innovation.
That's right. Remember, the fun continues online on IG, WhatsApp and YouTube, so show us some love. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you again same time, same place next week. Bye.